Greetings, folks. Today is Wednesday, February the 6th, 2019. My name is Tom Weaver, and this is my commentary. You know, a couple days ago, in a commentary called No One is Perfect, and it was basically about Governor Northam and what he's going through. And during that commentary, I mentioned how the media is probably just as dirty, just as stupid, just as whatever that the media's background, the background of the people in the media are probably, they've done things stupid when they were younger too. And I found something about Chris Wallace, which I exposed him for being the person that he really is yesterday. Now, I don't have to go too far back to bring up stupidity on the part of Chuck Todd. And let me tell you something. This is not easy for me to do because I've always respected Chuck Todd. I've always enjoyed his delivery. I've enjoyed just the way he does things, and I've enjoyed the fact that he always brings in two sides of an issue, or more than two sides of an issue. When they're having a political discussion, he will bring in Republicans and Democrats. I wish he'd bring in a libertarian too, but he doesn't do that. But at least he gives, two sides of an issue. That changed on January 7th of this year. Chuck Todd did a there goes my tongue again. Chuck Todd did a 1 hour long Meet the Press on one subject. Climate change. I almost said global warming, which is basically the same thing in their book. Anyway, so I watched this, and he, in his monologue, which I heard for myself, he called people like me climate deniers. On that day, Chuck Todd lost my respect. He cannot be a credible journalist anymore in my eyes. A credible journalist will always bring in more than one side of an issue. He didn't do that. And on that day, he became a propagandist for the global warming or climate change nutcases out there like John Kerry. John Kerry, in one of his videos, talked about the extreme weather. We just had an extreme hurricane and extreme snowstorms and all that stuff. Well, Mr. Kerry, extreme weather goes back very, very far. Now, there's an article that's called Chronology of Extreme Weather that shows extreme weather has gone back till 1100. It goes back to 1100 something. Anyway, I cannot read it. So I will provide the link to it in the YouTube description, and of course I will also, on any other post that I post, I will provide that information. But it talks about extreme weather in history, and there has been. So if extreme weather is an indication of climate change, then the climate's been changing ever since the 1100s. That's as far back as this goes. Actually, it goes back to 580, but I wasn't sure about the 580 date and what that was. Was it a weather phenomenon or something else? But I'm going to give you that link, and you can go to it yourself. And you can go to Google and Google extreme weather in history. There's a lot of information about extreme weather in history. So if extreme weather is an indication of climate change, it's been going on for probably thousands of years. And I don't know about you, but we still got the same climates. You know, I've said this before. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of detail now. But climate is determined by the rays of the sun. The same thing that gives us the seasons is what gives us climate. And have you seen the seasons change any time? Now, obviously, Chuck Todd is too stupid to understand that. The fact that he's become a propagandist for these global warming, climate change vultures tells me he is not a credible journalist. And maybe Meet the Press ought to find somebody else to do that show. Anyway, it's just incredible. I don't... Listen, if you want to believe in global warming and climate change, that's fine. But don't call yourself a journalist. Or you're not even a credible interviewer anymore, Chuck. I'm really disgusted at you. But then, you know, this also created a miracle of sorts. While researching this, I ran into a YouTube video, of the Mark Levin show where he talked about this monologue by Chuck Todd. I'm going to give you, folks, I need my own studio. I mean, where I would have loved to be able to play that video and comment on it, but I can't. I don't have that kind of technology. At least not that I know of. I'll research it. Anyway, so it would be nice to be able to play that so I can comment on it. But I will give you the link to that Mark Levin show and what he said about Chuck Todd. And so the miracle is I have gained respect for Mark Levin. I mean, if you know anything about me, if you listen to any of my commentaries from the past, from the very beginning, I've been very, very hard on conservative talkers, including Mark Levin, but he got this one almost right. There is a point where he said that, of course, global change is a reality. Nobody denies climate change. Anyway, there's a point where he said that, and yet what he was doing, it was talking about the political aspects of what was going on. And he was absolutely right on that issue. Same with John Stossel. When John Stossel talked about this, he took the same tact as Mark Levin. So, it is a political thing, nothing more. It is all about stealing your money and stealing your liberty. So, Chuck Todd, you lost me. I don't know if you're ever going to gain back, but you've lost me. I think I'm going to start watching CBS. They're, what do they call that? Slay the Nation? Face the Nation? And see what they say. They probably do. They probably do the same propaganda that you do. But I have never seen. I'm really hurt by what you did, Chuck. It really hurts me because you don't know how much I respected you. Now I find you're one of the most stupid people on the planet that believes in climate change. Climate change is a hoax. President Trump gets it. It's about the only thing he gets. Anyway, but I give credit where credit is due. President Trump is right on this issue. So, Chuck, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I've just did this hatchet job on you. But the fact is, you deserve it. That's my commentary for today. Thanks for listening.